You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com, continuing on with the purveying of commonsensical wisdom that your absentee father could not tell you because your mother was banging Jamal. Actually, you didn't even know who your father was. She just told you. Strong, independent woman. Your father was a dick. He was an asshole. Not like that sexy guy with the hat on. That's really bright and yellow. Actually, by the way, I got this when I went hiking in New Mexico. And people keep asking about, like, the Auburn. Hey, why do you wear the... Oh, do you like it? It's like, no, it was a free hat. That's really what it was. And this is the most convenient. It was right there. Like, I didn't want to comb my hair. If you ever see me with a hat, that doesn't mean I'm endorsing Auburn University or not Auburn, Alabama, or the state of New Mexico. It's just that the hat was there and Aaron didn't want to comb his hair. Hey, asshole, please keep me anonymous as possible. I would like a video response. This is brilliant. You guys are kicking ass. This is great. You tell me right up front. We can work together. I'm 19 years old and attending a local community college preparing for a degree in mechanical engineering. My dad was a cop killed in the line of duty when I was 5. And because I get survivor benefits, which include getting all my tuition waived, as well as a sizable education allowance from the federal government as long as I attend college in my home state. In addition to this, I work in fast food part-time, and I'm working my way through Seth Himes' digital marketing. Oh, yeah, Seth. Yeah, I know. That's good. Dude, look at you. You got a little bit of your finger in everything. You're going to work part-time. You're very humble. You're going to school. And you got a little bit of entrepreneurial deal going on. Yeah, Seth is a good guy. Hyme, spelled Hyme. For those of you looking to not have to go to college to work. In the years since I graduated from high school, my few good friends have slowly drifted away from me due to them going to college in other parts of the country or otherwise being busy. Most of the people in my town are the same uninteresting sheeple I've been around for the past 2 decades. I've since taken to exercising more often, playing guitar, and having a placeholder friends to keep me from getting lonely. I'm basically biding my time until I transfer to a state university, 4-year, on the other side of the state next year. This is where I will finish my degree, graduate in no debt, and effectively hit the reset button on my life because there's nothing for me in my hometown anymore. My questions are, do you see any flaws with my basic plan to get educated and reboot my life? 2, and enjoy the decline. You talked briefly about letting go of the U.S. and accepting its demise. Please discuss how to apply this to letting go of your long-term friends, why everyone eventually loses them. Best, Nick. Okay, and I asked you, did I ask you if you read Chris at the High IQ? I said, when you're done with Bachelor Pad Economics. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that you might want to read that. Maybe it's not worth buying the whole book just to read that segment, but everybody loses your friend by explaining. All right, so the first question. Do you see any flaws with my basic plan to get educated and reboot my life? No, none at all. About the only thing I would say is, like, you seem antsy. You're like the guy who's got, like, a 20-year prison sentence, because that's essentially what you got, because you're stuck with your folks and you're staying in school there. And you're, like, thinking of a prison break when you're 18 years into your sentence. Just, the end of the line is there. I know you're stuck in that town because of it pays you to be. But in, like, a year or two, when you go off to the other side of the state, and then you get yourself your degree, then that's when you're truly free. And that's going to be a game changer. That's a truly, fundamentally dynamic game changer when you don't have to go to school, you're not living at home, and your world is going to completely change. Completely. So I'm only worried about you, like, saying, fuck this shit, I'm full of it. Just hold out, man. Just hold out. You're doing the right things. You're, like, working on self-improvement. You're playing the guitar. You're hitting the gym. You're doing exactly what you need to do. And then when you go off to the other... I mean, and even that'll be somewhat of a reset when you go to a different town. Different things, different stuff, different opportunities. You'll get bored of it in about 6 months. But then once you graduate, yeah, then all you can move anywhere you want in the United States, go take a job wherever you've never been. So I don't see anything, just, don't get antsy. And it's not even that you're getting antsy, it's like, don't get upset. I think you're not that you're stewing. Anybody would get tired of the same thing. Focus on the goal. Don't let it bother you. Just make your life a little bit better not worrying about it is what I'm saying. So it's unnecessary worry is, I think, maybe the only flaw, which doesn't even address, it's not even part of your plan. It's just don't worry about it. You're doing the right thing. Try not to let it get to you. Enjoy the decline, blah, 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 blah. Please discuss how to apply this to letting go of your long-term friends and why everyone eventually loses them. Enjoy the decline in a very, very, very short summary is one of stoicism. Accepting what you do and do not control. And your friends, which really pains me, this is probably like the biggest problem that I have, but even I've learned to accept. It's out of my control. Your friends and the routes they go, understandable or not, is the routes they go. And you very rarely have lifelong friends. Very rarely. I have some, and they're in different states, and I rarely see them. It's kind of sad. But your bestest of buddies in high school, who you're like brothers, you're like brothers, oh my God, I'll never lose it. You're going to lose them. You're going to lose them. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. In part, well, it's out of your control, but there's logical and rational reasons for this. They're a different person. Nobody is a ray that follows each other parallel perfectly. They're going to get married. They're going to go get jobs somewhere else. They're going to change. I mean, the two big murderers of friends are marriage and children. And it's understandable. That is the love of your life, male or female. And then you have children, and those should come first. And obviously they take time and commitment. And so I don't necessarily begrudge my friends. If anything, I begrudge friends who like have all the time in the world. They don't have kids and they just get old and they die. That's particularly painful. But you're not even there yet. And so what I hate to sound so pessimistic, but it's appreciating your friends while they're there, because they are going to go away. It's like appreciating a meal. There's a beginning and an end, and then that's the end of the meal. And you'd like to think that these, because humans are the most important things. They're the only thing that really matter in the world. You're like, oh, here's this person. And the great thing about friends is this, there's no ulterior motive. There's no sex. There's no... it's just like, no, I really like, hey, I want to spend my most precious resource in my life, my time, with this other person. So it's a great compliment when people do. But inevitably, either through mindless conformity, I will breed, I will have children. Some people get careers. I know poverty, that cost me a couple friendships because I just couldn't. You need some free time, and there was times I just didn't have. That actually cost me a couple relationships too. You gotta eat. You gotta eat sometimes. So some people are just dirt poor and they gotta eat. I like to live. Unfortunately, it's like hang out with you or eat. So you can forgive, but no, dude, it's really sad, but friends are not a long-term thing. They are fleeting, and once you understand that is their nature, and that's what it is, and there's no animosity. It's not like, oh, there was a falling out, or there was a divorce, or anything like that. It's just, they just go their own way. They drift their own way because life pulls them that way. I try to make sure I have friends. I treat my friends as probably the most important thing in my life. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the same for you. And so, even though God, what are you? Are you 19? Yeah, you're 19. I don't mean to sound so Dobber Downy, and so pessimistic and emo, but, just expect that. And you can kind of already see it. Your friends went their own way, as they should. They should go pursue their own life. But down the road, I mean, your only real friends are going to be a handful of lifelong friends that you see every once in a while, and then your spouse, if you have one. And I hate to say it, I would not live your life based on your friends. It's the ultimate paradox where you have to be really greedy and selfish, where it's like, I'd like to live for my friends. I'd like, oh, hey, how you guys? Oh, yeah, I'll go do this. Yeah, I'll go. But then they go away, and it's like, no, you really got to live it for yourself. Which gets back to your original question. Focus on you. Do what you're doing. Get that degree. Don't worry about your friends. And what friends do happen to come along in your life, either where you are now or where you go later or where you get a job as an engineer later, cool. Appreciate them. Cherish them. But don't bank on them, which is really sad. So, all right. that's it. You guys got questions, go talk to your very cynical, depressing, sad older brother, old Cappy, at assholeconsulting.com. It's Asshole Appreciation Month. October is Asshole Appreciation Month. Spread the good word of the asshole. Send us to friends. Share it on the Facebook. Send it on the YouTubes. Find it on the whatever it is. Share, like, subscribe, comment. Is that it? Yes. That helps with the algorithms of Silicon Valley's large monopolies. And that's about it. So, yeah, if you know someone that needs asshole consulting, you send them over here, assholeconsulting.com. We'll see you kids later. Toodles.